So I'm Dr. Nalinika from PetVet, and what we are going to talk today is why it is so important to socialize your puppies, and why is puppy socializing so important. The reason for that is because what you're doing with a puppy socialization program is you are teaching your new friend, your new family member, how to become a well-integrated, easy part of your family and make your life a lot more smooth with your doggy. And dogs will adapt to our lifestyles to some extent, but what we do with puppy socializing is we guide them and help them and teach them so they fit into our lifestyles really well. The reason for that is we often assume that puppies are like little people or like kids, but they're not. They are dogs, and it's a completely different species from us. They have their own set of behaviors and own set of ways of doing things and requirements that can be quite different from ours. And sometimes that can be a pain to us. So, for example, biting your hands, jumping on you, peeing in the house. These are things, from the puppy's point of view, they're quite normal. But they're pain for us as humans. And your puppy then has a hard time fitting into our lifestyles if they don't know how and when to do those behaviors and how and when not to do those behaviors. So what we're doing is we're teaching them to do the right thing, teaching them what it is we like, teaching them what it is we don't like, and in a very positive way with a lot of love, attention and reward. We don't really need to scold them if we remember that these are all pretty normal behaviors for a puppy. And ideally, as a puppy owner, you should try to read a lot about animal behavior, dog behavior, especially puppy behavior, so that you have a good idea what the normal dog is and what a normal dog's normal behaviors are. And if you don't have the time for that, then at least learn that from us. Join puppy class and we'll teach you all about what normal puppy behavior is. Puppies are really genetically hardwired at a certain stage of their lives to be really receptive to new environments and new places and new experiences. They are more adventurous, they are less fearful, they are more friendly, they are calmer, more fun-loving. And that's an important genetic programming that allows them to adapt well into their environment. And if you look at dogs and you look at all the different environments they live in, all the different kind of families they adapt to, they are very, very adaptable, and that's quite an amazing thing if you really stop to think about it. And that adaptability comes from the way they are pre-programmed. That's just part of the species that we call dog. They're very adaptable to different environments. And that hardwiring starts from 6 weeks to 16 weeks. And that time is when they are most amenable to learning, most amenable to understanding and being confident in new environments and new experiences. So 6 weeks to 16 weeks is the critical time for puppy socializing. If you do it after that, it's just much, much, much harder. That is a factor. So you need to balance out the two. You need to make sure your puppy is healthy. You need to make sure they've had at least their first vaccine, maybe first 2 vaccines, and then only after that you would want to consider taking for puppy class. But even if it is like that and you're taking them out a little bit later, they're older than 6 weeks by the time they've had their first few vaccines, that doesn't mean you shouldn't do anything at home. You should be taking your puppy out, exposing them to safe places. You have to be responsible as an owner. Make sure when your puppy is not yet fully vaccinated, he's not hanging around with stray dogs, that he's in and around where all the dogs are vaccinated and a place that is fairly safe and healthy for him. So be a little careful, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't train, because your time is completely restricted. You have to train between 6 and 16 weeks. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to do it. And one of the things they learn is, for example, how to communicate with each other, how to play with another dog, You have all these different varieties of dogs, like big ones, small ones, Great Danes, fat ones, skinny ones. And the dog may look at a small dog may look at a Great Dane and go, my God, what is that? It's not even a dog. And they learn in puppy class that all these different sizes, shapes, colors, types, personalities are all still fun, and they're all dogs. So it really, really helps them understand.
Hi, I'm Dr. Praveena. I'm one of the members at the PetVet puppy training classes. And we start our puppy classes at 8 weeks of age. And what we mostly do is getting our pets used to different breeds of dogs, different sizes, and dogs with different personalities. And also we teach them basic learning skills such as sit, down, come, those kind of stuff, just the basic ones. And also at our clinic, especially the socialization part, dogs learn dog-to-dog communication as well as dog-to-human communication, which is very helpful for them to avoid confrontations and all that. And also we teach the owners how to do basic healthcare related stuff, like getting your pet to brush their teeth at an early stage, and also how to do pilling. At our classes we teach the owner about dog behavior and dog communication, and also basic learning practices in dogs are very important in training your dog. And also we avoid punishments and yelling, and we try to be more consistent and predictable. Rewarding your dog consistently for desirable behaviors is what we practice at our training classes. Dog communication helps you understand your dog's moods and intentions. And also the most important part in dog training is to avoid yelling and punishments, and to be consistent. If you earn your dog's trust, if you earn your pet's trust, then that's the way to train your puppy.
What we need you to do is, by taking your pet out on walks and stuff, is to make sure that your pet is getting along with others, new people. Like maybe some families you don't have kids at home, or maybe your kids are grown up, so at that point you are introducing into different sizes of age category kids, and they will be getting along with kids, older people, and different types of people and different types of dogs. That will be the best what you can do to your puppy when they are on the growing age. And we are starting from as young as they are 2 months and up to 8 months of age category. So they have to start from 2 months, and more often, like, we have to do the classes at least once a week, and at least 8 classes to 10 classes likewise. So that's the minimum requirement of training sessions time wise.